Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways Plus Plus. I'm Doc Martinez, and today I am trying a limited batch of Booker's, the Reserve. So let's not waste any time. Let's pop this bottle open and set it aside, let it breathe, and start this review. Nice pop. Let's put this aside and just move it over here. This Booker Reserve is the first addition to the Booker line in years, and hopefully it's an opportunity for the brand to rekindle some of the Booker's love. This is the first innovation coming from the Booker's Bourbon since 2019, and it's called Booker's Bourbon, the Reserve. Now, this 2024 expression is to become a new one in an annual limited release, a series by Freddie Noe to commemorate his granddaddy, 6th generation master distiller Booker Noe. Now, this first release of the Booker's Reserve is an 8 to 14-year-old blend that Booker's bourbon drinkers will recognize and continue to enjoy. It is uncut, unfiltered, and at cask strength, and always pulled from the center cut in the warehouse, just as Booker envisioned it when he created the small batch bourbon collection. Now, this 2024 release spans 8 production dates in 8 different warehouses. These barrels are as follows: 8 years, 2 months, 12 days on the 4th floor of Warehouse G, 8 years, 5 months, 19 days on the 5th floor of Warehouse I, 8 years, 5 months, 20 days on the 5th floor of Warehouse Z, 9 years, 2 months, 3 days on the 5th floor of Warehouse Q, 9 years, 2 months, 4 days on the 6th floor of Warehouse J, 9 years, 5 months, 18 days on the 7th floor of Warehouse H, 10 years, 3 months, 2 days on the 4th floor of Warehouse X, 14 years, 4 months, 16 days on the 6th floor of Warehouse I. Wow, that was a lot of information to absorb. Now, as you ponder that, remember that anytime I do a review, I will do a giveaway, so stay tuned to find out how you can win some samples as well. Well, enough talk. Let's get into the bottle details. Bottle details. Distillery, Jim Beam. Release date, September 2024. Proof on this bad boy is 125.9 proof, making it 62.95% ABV. Age, 8 to 14 years we discussed. Finish, none stated. Mashbill, 66% corn, 29% wheat, and 5% malted barley. MSRP, $129.99. Anytime I do a review, I do a score of 1 to 10 on aroma, flavors, complexity, mouthfeel, finish, and of course, would I buy again? All right, it's been sitting for a little bit. Time to get into the fun part. Let's start looking at this. Now, as we're talking about, it has 8 to 14 years, and that is a nice color. Very dark, you get a lot of that opaque yellow, but redness to it. It's kind of right in between the two. When you hit it in certain lights, it looks a little bit more on that yellow, amber, and then you go to the other side of it and it looks a little bit more red. I think I said amber on the other one, but I meant like amber to red there. Yeah, that looks really nice. So let's twirl this around. Let's see how it sticks to this glass. Nice. Legs are forming. They're kind of close. Some areas are sticking better than others, but no, it's got a nice coating on this glass, so I like that. I can already smell it. It smells after I came back in the room after I let it sit for a moment. You can actually smell it. Smells really good in this room. Yep, just like in the room on that nose. Sweetness, caramel, popcorn, vanilla. It's hitting you good. And I haven't had anything today. I haven't had anything warm up my nose or anything warm up my palate. That is actually a pretty good aroma. I'm gonna give that aroma a 7.5. Let's go in for flavors. Ooh, tiny bit of spice, sweetness, complex, like that first taste, vanilla, a little bit of oak, caramel, like it has a good amount of caramel on there as well. Flavor still there, some darkness, kind of a little bit of a plum in the background, more of that, nice, actually very nice. For initial taste, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. Next is complexity. How does this evolve on the tongue? Ooh, that second taste, you get that nice dark, that chocolate, the oakiness, a little bit of tobacco in there from that agedness that you're getting. It's like a barrel, like you kind of taste like that char of the barrel, that darkness from there. It comes across very nicely on the tongue, hits the front mid palate, covering the roof. I'm getting a little Kentucky hug. You got a nice balance of a little bit of spice, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of char, tobacco. Like this actually would probably go very well with the cigar. As I said, I haven't been a Booker's fan in a bit. I bought most of this year's Booker's on recommendations, and I haven't tried any of them, man. I plan to do a blind with those, but this one is doing very, very well with that. I think when I do that blind, I think I'm going to throw this one in there, see how it competes with that. But for that taste and that complexity, yeah, I like it. I'm going to give that 8.2. Mouthfeel is thickness and viscosity. I like the way that it coats. As I was saying, it coats the tip, it coats the mid, coats the top. I feel that Kentucky hug, so I'm feeling in the back of the throat. But it's a nice, thick, viscous feeling across the tongue. It's sticking better to the tongue than it did on my glass. It has nice thickness on it, nice mouthfeel. It's not very soft. It's a little bit of a rougher texture on the mouth, but it's not bad either. I do like this. I think the mouthfeel, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. Finish. How long does this stay? Now, I'm gonna be honest, from beginning to end, I have not had enough time in between for it to ever leave my palate. It stayed there. It's been staying there nice. As I said, you get a little bit of that spiciness, like a little bit of the baking spices. It's a full flavor. I mean, it's full flavored through the mouth. You get that nice lingering of the chocolate, the darkness, like the leather that's there, the char from the barrel, the tobacco there. It stays there nicely. Like right now, still the flavor in my mouth. It's not a linger. It's not a hint of that flavor. It's pretty there. It's pretty medium to high range of still having that flavor in my mouth. And I like when it does that. I saw the other night with Fred Minnick when he was doing the last two. They were so close that he actually timed how long from when he puts it in his mouth to when that flavor leaves, and he was getting up to like 30 seconds and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm gonna say that this is probably in that category. If I were to time this, it'd probably be in that range. So for the finish, I'm actually gonna give that an 8. Ooh, would I buy again? I'm gonna tell you, as I was saying a little bit earlier, I haven't been a Booker's fan in a while. When I first started buying them, these were not hitting my palate. I didn't like the way they were doing it, like the way it was coming out, the flavors and everything that's sitting there. And then this last year, a few buddies of mine, and they recommended quite a few of them for me, and I did buy all of them. The only one I didn't get was 2402. I just haven't been able to find that one, and I was lucky enough to find this one. So this one is exciting to me. I was really wanting to try this one out of all of them. At 130, yeah, I would buy this again. This is a bottle that's a 130 bottle I would definitely buy. The thing is, it is very limited. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 6.5. But if this was more readily, like a regular Booker's that was more readily available, I'd probably give that like a 9 out of 10 to buy again. But since it's limited, I'm going to give that a 6.5. Overall on this, I added everything up. I got a 45.2 out of 60. Good review. I like it. I like the bottle. I think it's a solid pour. Booker's has won me back. I do like this bottle. I can't wait to do a blind with it and put it into the blind of everything from 2024, except for that one that I'm missing. Now, I think my friend Carlos from Whiskey Corner had this on his top 10 of last year. I think it was this one. I don't remember. I think it was. So I can see why he would like it that much. It's a really good pour, and it's a really solid pour, and I like it. I actually gave myself a little bit more just to kind of finish this video off. As we talk about that, let's talk about how you can win a sample. First of all, if you enjoyed this content, make sure to go click that like button. That really does help me. And if you haven't, subscribe. I'm doing a huge giveaway when I hit 2,222 subscribers, and I'm getting closer and closer every day. I'm going to be doing a big push to kind of get there, hopefully before February. My birthday's on February 22nd. My 3-year anniversary doing this is on February 22nd, so if I can, that's my plan. Also, please share this video. It helps the algorithm, so if you click and share it, share with a friend, a girlfriend, an enemy, whoever, just share it. In the comments below, if you like Booker's, I want to know which is your favorite Booker's batch. I have a few of them. I don't have a lot of them because, as I said, it wasn't on my radar. It's not one of my favorites. Is there a batch out there I should be looking for? Is there one I should be hunting and I should be trying? If there is, I want to know. So put it in the comments below for me, please. Also in the comments below, put hashtag Granddaddy Booker, right? Hashtag Granddaddy Booker. That way you have a chance to win a sample of this bad boy. Well, my friends, thanks again for joining me on another journey down my bourbon rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends. Cheers.